I want to talk about the Browns. I think they have the most improved offense, and I feel like we're all focused on the additions to the passing game. They added 2 quarterbacks, and that's amazing, and that'll help. But I talked about them having 2 running backs. They really have a 3-headed monster at running back with Carlos Hyde, Nick Chubb, and the Royal Old Team, Duke Johnson. He's there, and those 3 will take pressure off of whoever's the quarterback and give the offense some versatility. Let us not forget, gentlemen, that Hugh Jackson's best year offensively was a long time ago, but it was 2010 with the Raiders, and he took an offense with who at quarterback? Jason Campbell and tight end Zach Miller as his #1 receiver in that offense, and he turned them into the #6 overall offense in the entire league. How did he do it? With a 3-headed monster at running back.
Here we go.
Versatility. You had Darren McFadden, you had Michael Bush, and you had Marcel Reese, shout out. That trio of RBs combining for just under 2,000 yards rushing and over 1,000 yards receiving. So to me, if they get Todd Haley, if you can get that going, use those running backs and help take some pressure off of those quarterbacks. They got 2 new QBs. They're clearly the most improved offense.
Clearly? I don't know. You say clearly.
Let's hope.
Clearly to you. Let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals. All right. In the offseason, what they do, they went and got Bradford, right? And we keep talking about it. When you have Bradford, he's healthy, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. But they went and doubled down on that and got Josh Rosen, who I am absolutely in love with. Can't wait to see him on the field. We don't know when he's going to be on the field, so automatically there's an upgrade right there after Carson Palmer saying he's going to retire. But then when you look at that offense, wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald, forever young Larry the Legend Fitzgerald, and then you have Bryce Butler, DJ Duffelbags, our guy, who I feel like is going to be a fantastic piece in that offense. You have Christian Kirk, who's drafted there as well, Chase Edmonds. You have all this young talent along with the free agency that they went and got that quarterback that's going to be their starter in Bradford. But most importantly, all those things I mentioned, the one important piece is a guy that we're actually going to have on the show.
Talk about it.
And that's David Johnson.
Here we go.
Listen, we love fast food football. We eat it up, and we forget about it quickly, and we just move on to the next meal. For us, the next meal has been Todd Gurley. It has been Zeke Elliott. It has been Melvin Gordon. It has been all these young running backs that we fall in love with, but we forget how good David Johnson is. If you ever saw him next to his teammates, you ever stood next to him, he stands 6'3", 6'4", 230, 240. He runs a 4.4 and can do it all. I'm talking in between the tackles, old school running style. Boom, boom, boom. And then catch out of the backfield and dominating the passing game. They don't make these guys like that. You know, I hear an old person say, they don't make them like they used to. They're talking about David Johnson. All right? So that's all I have to mention about the Cardinals. They are the most improved. You remember a couple years ago where the Cardinals were dominating? Oh, yeah. They can easily get back to that this year, and I can't wait.
I'm going to stay in the NFC West, and here's the analogy I have. Okay, say you guys had a job, all right, and then midway through the job, you are transferred to a new office, and within seconds, they're saying in this new office, okay, now you've got to go run this office. So instead of the New York office, now you're in the Cincinnati office, and you've got to run it for the next 3 months, and you've got to do the best job you can and go. But then they said, okay, we're going to give you 6 months off. You can work with all your superiors. You can work with all the guys in the office. You can get. That is the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo was thrown into a fire last year, and they said, just go do something. Go do something.
District manager.
Just be district manager. And they won games. They didn't lose a single game. Now he has an entire offseason with Kyle Shanahan. And guys, the way people talk about Kyle Shanahan as a play caller is different than other play callers. McDaniels is loved and Gase is loved, but Kyle Shanahan is like creative in a way that you haven't seen it before. And I want to bring up this. Week 17, the San Francisco 49ers are playing the LA Rams, and there is a play with Marquise Goodwin that people are now still talking about, saying, look, watch it here in real time. Okay, it's a little swing pass. It's Goodwin. Okay. It's a touchdown. Okay, great. Watch Marquise Goodwin now in slow motion pre-snap. I'm going to fake a handoff. I'm going to pop over here. I'm going to pop over there, and we're going to lob it, and it's going to be an alley-oop pass and go. Now you add Jerick McKinnon. You add Dante Pettis. You add a left tackle that you drafted 9th overall in Mike McClinchy. But you add the comfort of time where Garoppolo and Shanahan can sit at a table like this for months and say, what else you got? What else you got?
What can we do with Juszczyk?
What do you want to do with Juszczyk? What do you want to do with the Juice Man? What do you want to do with Garcon? What do you want to do with George Kittle? We have time. He was thrown into the fire last year, and that offense was okay. They won 5 games, and Garoppolo got paid for that. But now there is an entire offseason to learn from the beautiful mind that is Kyle Shanahan, and I think the sky's the limit for what they can do. I'm not sure that the Rams don't have the #1 offense again, but if they don't, the Niners could be coming, and it's because of Kyle and Jimmy and the way they're spending this offseason.